Of course. Start rolling tape for the first time a little bit. I gotta get it coughing, right? And then the camera's going, ooh, focus. Anywho, yeah, we got sunlight out there. Weird. But still, welcome to another wonderful little idiotic life vlog. I'm calling this one 60 days in. And no, we're not going to talk about that TV show, even though parts of that show make me die with laughter. I'm like, you've been in a hardcore prison for how long, and now a camera crew shows up and you don't think anything about it? Okay. 60 days ago, I gave up drinking. Well, I should say 61, but let's be honest, let's be truthful. Yesterday, which would have been 61, I woke up that day with alcohol still in my system, so that doesn't count. Wow, not proud of these, but still. You gotta take good with the bad, right? I was on a panel that previous night, and I had been drinking. I shouldn't have went up. And I don't like the guy who runs that channel. I don't. Okay. He's always a victim. It's always about him. We're just going to call him Todd for this video. Alright? And he keeps saying things, so I went up there and I was like, how? And then him being him has to try to get under your skin and has to try to piss you off, has to do everything. And the only thing he can take credit for, I'm going to touch on that in a moment too, is he left that video up. Normally he privates everything or makes it members only because they're stealing my content. No. So I got to see myself and I didn't like what I saw. So I made a change. Also, that previous night, the other thing that really got to me and made me know I had to quit, my parents divorced when I was in the second grade. My dad really wasn't a part of my life. I was raised by my mother with utter brutality. You ever been beat by the Bible while she's quoting scripture syllable by syllable? It's a very interesting childhood, okay? I think the biggest reason I never had kids, other than the fact I was with people for a long time, didn't want them. I had unprotected sex for a while, never produced a kid, and I went, oh, wow, maybe I'm just not destined to have one. But the thing that really got me was my childhood. I was never really raised with a great guiding figures, You knew you were doing okay when you weren't getting your ass whooped. My mother was angry at my father for the divorce. I looked like him. Well, I do. So I got the brunt of all her anger. So with all that, how I was raised, I was afraid. Very, very afraid. And one day, whenever my better half decides to ever get in front of a camera or even talk about it, she can tell you. It was one of the things that petrified me by getting into a relationship with her because I got 2 kids. So after a while, I guess I got things right and the good Lord gave me the cuteness factor. But that night, my mother came out of me with anger. And no, my kids weren't hurt. My kids were not abused. My kids weren't anything. My mother came out of me. And that's a very sobering, very scary thought. So like I've told other people, and I'm saying it now, I'm saying it here, you control what you can control. Alcohol. It let her slip loose. My choices, I accept all that. So it had to go. And I also took a look at myself on that panel and I went, ew. That's not a good look. Especially when I have 2 little girls. And little girls look up to their dad for a potential mate, for lack of a better phrase. You're like, you're their choice, but which is really weird because my middle kid is a lesbian. So I hope there's not a female out there that acts like me. Alright? But with that being said, all I want is them happy. That's it. I don't care. They're gay, they're straight, they're whatever. I just want them happy. So alcohol had to go. And it left. I haven't had the urge to drink since that day. Ever. I have always been in camera roulette. As I was saying, in my 40-year career, basically. If I don't touch it, I'm good. If I have 1, I want 2. If I have 2, I want 4. If I want 4, I want 50. And then I'm okay. I've never gotten up in the morning and been like, I need a six-pack to feel normal. I had a roommate when I lived in Spokane Valley. When he got off work, he had to drink a six-pack of Natty Boy Talls. Well, Natty Light Talls. Before you could even speak to him. This is also the same guy when he got a DUI. And this is another thing where I go, thank God I was never that bad. And he gave up alcohol because he had to go see a counselor. He was getting the DT. Again. But no, I've never been that way. So I gave it up. I know I've got detractors. We'll talk about that Todd, who's taking credit for saving my liver, saving my marriage, saving my soul, bringing me back to God. He's taking credit for everything that I'm doing. That's on him. And I got to tell you, honestly, I don't let that get to me. I use it as fuel. Because I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be a good person. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to ram it down his throat and go, you had nothing to do with this. Nothing. But I'm going to say this to this Todd. If you feel you need to hang your little hat on that, go ahead. You have nothing to do with anything. The only thing I ever gave you credit for was leaving that video up so I could look at it and go, wow. We never had a private conversation. I never stabbed you in the back. I never did any of that. Just like way long ago when I first talked to you, I never threatened you. You said that on your ring cam to the police department who showed up to do a health and welfare on you. Not a soft swat, not a swatting, a health and welfare. But that's besides the point. So I'm at 60. Which is weird because, my age, I'm approaching that too. Well, physically, mentally, I don't know. I still think I'm 7. Ask any of my kids or ask my better half. She's going to tell you I'm immature as fuck at times, and I've never ever denied that. But alcohol had to go. I kind of want to say it like this. It's weird. It's the easiest choice I've ever made. It's weird how you can see yourself without anybody telling you any filters and anybody telling you anything, and you can see it. You can't lie to yourself when the video's right here. And you go, wow. And then you've got to look at your kids and you go, I got to be better for them. But still, 60 days in. It's been interesting so far. We're on our march till 90, and I say we because, well, my kids have been very supportive. As a matter of fact, we get to have a little fun with me being, on the wagon. At our local big box store, the same one we go to every week. I've got a lot of friends there. They see us, they're happy. We try to find the same person with the checkout. We break their day. The kids help bag everything. It's like a 5-minute thing. We make her life really, really easy. But the door greeter is like, hey man, how's it going? Still sober? I'm like, yeah. Is it going okay? Not really. He's like, dude, are you all right? Come up, y'all concerned. I'm like, no, I got to deal with these little fuckers sober. And the cuteness factor is like, that's right. We love tormenting them and doing the pimp walk out the front door. I'm like, those are my kids. I don't know. I'm weird. Just all this. I don't know. If somebody out there is trying to take credit for your work, don't let them. Just don't acknowledge them. Don't go public. Don't go screaming at them. Just keep moving forward. Kind of like I am right now, Todd. You stay miserable in your little basement, your Pillow Fort headquarters with your little blankie and your goddamn little, tracksuit on going, I'm 12% Italian, allegedly in Minecraft. You ain't me. You can't do what I've done, and I don't want to be you, ever. But 60 days in, if I can do it, anybody out there struggling with it, you can do it. Just be honest with yourself and be honest with everything. But still, that's it. 60 days in, wow. I'm filming it on day 60, which is today when I'm filming this video, which is Wednesday, July 15th, 2026. So yeah, interesting. I'll never forget that conversation I had with a very good friend when he called me and the first words out of his mouth were, that wasn't on my bingo card for this year. I'm like, I know. Weird spot. But anyway, guys, much love, much respect. If you are that Todd watching this video, you need to seek help. You really, really do. We'll catch you guys on our very next video.